Red deer females are hinds, aren't they? They're not does. It's bucks and does and stags and hinds. I think that's the right way round.
Oh, right, morning guys. It's early-ish in the morning, and I'm off to see if I can photograph some red deer this morning. It's autumn, it's the end of September, and they're starting their rut, so that's when the males kind of battle it out to see who has the breeding rights, the mating rights for the females. So they're all testosterone up, fueled up, ready to have a bit of a battle now. So that's something I've photographed the rut a couple of times in various locations, but this is a new location for me today. So today I'm going to maybe recce the place. I've had some information from a friend who might be able to put me in the right place at the right time, and he was up there last night and got some nice light and some good results. The weather is, well, it's kind of clear. It's still a bit too dark to tell, but hopefully I'll get some good results. So I'm going to get on the road before sun rises up and see what kind of light we can get. Okay, parked up, setting off. It's cold, we're talking maybe like 3 or 4 degrees. At one point my car said -1. I don't think it's quite that bad, but it's been clear all night, so you know, it makes sense. It's going to be cold. So I've got about a 20-minute walk ahead of me. On nice easy paths actually, and then just see what the, well, assuming that's where I need to go, I need to keep a lookout, and really once I get up there I'll be able to analyse the light and tell which direction I want to be facing. There's already a couple of folk up I could see up on the hill, maybe doing landscape photography. It's a popular spot for landscape photography. I've been up here myself quite a few times, but this time it's for the rut. So I will fast forward you to now. So that's pretty. Yeah, that's fairly nice. That's lovely. But up there are 3 deer, and as you can see, conditions are really good. There's very little wind as well. I'm going to be making myself known, my presence known to the deer, but I'm going to be doing everything very slowly as usual. And luckily with a big animal like a deer and with a long lens, you can stand still quite far away and get perfectly good shots. The other really nice thing is that this area is so beautiful, and with the landscape being so beautiful, hang on, I've got a really interesting bird over there. I'll be right back. I think it was a kestrel. Lovely little kestrel. Where was I? Landscape and the deer, yeah. So you don't need to get too close, and if we can incorporate some of this landscape in the habitat the deer are in, it's going to be really nice as well. That's what it's all about for me. It's a wider picture of just not just a portrait of a deer. Be that, I mean, I'm sure I'll get some portrait shots, but the idea that that nature is a wider thing, all connected. So yeah, I'll stop rambling and see if we can get in on some action. Okay, there's a footpath off to my left, and a chap walking a dog just flushed a young stag, I think it's a young stag, out across the path, out across my path, and it's going towards this really large male where there's another bunch of hinds which he's protecting. So I don't know whether this big male, is going to take kindly to that. So it might work out in my favour, and it might try and see this youngster off. Just
pockets of deer everywhere. It's just trying to decide which to look for, and I want to be as visible as possible as I approach, so that if I can detect any signs of them not tolerating me, I can stop, wait, or retreat. So we'll see how we get on. Okay. Got a group of deer ahead of me. There's a nice big stag and some hinds just on the horizon. And behind them, the temperature inversion, which is quickly getting burnt off by the sun, is everything look lovely. Oh, that's looking lovely. They're just retreating a little bit. I could do with getting a little bit closer, just to emphasise the prominence of the stag. But in the meantime, another group are sort of moving around. Oh, that's great. That's really nice. Right, I'm going to move in a minute once they settle down. Oh, he's taking off. Where's he going? He's gone rounding them up. Yeah, I'm going to move a little bit closer once they settle down. I have moved round now down towards the east, and the harem and the stag and his hinds were moving this way, but I didn't want to go parallel to them, because then they'd veer off. So I went out in a triangle, two sides of a triangle, and came back in here so that I can hopefully meet them. Still at a distance, obviously I'm not going to come face to face with them. A bit further down, what it does as well is means I come round to the behind, well, in between the sun and the deer, so I get a new type of shot, which would be nice, because I didn't plan on spending a lot of time here this morning. Going to go up and look for some mountain here too. Something's behind me. Okay. So the deer have moved off down this slope and are now out on a kind of more open area, which seems to be devoid of heather. Can't quite tell what they're standing on. It seems like it's almost grassy, which doesn't seem like the right kind of terrain here, but I'm standing on an area of heather which has been burnt. There's evidence of burn marks. Lots of ferns around. I imagine it's really good for ticks. But yeah, it's absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Just watching. There's still a little area of frost just on the horizon there, which looks really gorgeous. The sun will spin round and eventually warm up and get rid of the frost at some point. But now, just watching them. There was another group. There's a smaller group of deer. Looked like two males actually, and just a handful of females walking up to this other group, and I thought there might have been a bit of a standoff. The stag in the big group that I'd been following was much bigger, so I think the two probably younger, less experienced stags knew better than to take him on. We're in near the... Oh, what's going on there? There's a couple of deer charging along really quickly. It looks just like two hinds. Red deer females are hinds, aren't they? They're not does. There's bucks and does and stags and hinds. I think that's the right way round. Anyway, someone will correct me, I'm sure, in the comments. Yeah, so coffee to warm back up, and yeah, I'll move on. So